So, places like Grubhub and other third-party delivery apps are under legal pressure. Why is that? How could a gigantic organization like that lose their way so easily? Let's talk about it. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Neil Winteregg with Matterhorn Business Development, and today we have a business newsroom topic. I know for people who have been watching for a long time, it's been a while since we did a proper business newsroom because really for the last 2-3 years, there really hasn't been a whole lot of stuff worth talking about. But today I do have something interesting to talk to you about, and that is Grubhub is being sued by the District of Columbia, and there are other similar lawsuits against Grubhub as well as other door delivery type systems in several other states that are going to be taking place. And so I want to talk to you about that because what can we learn about that as business owners and as entrepreneurs? So getting to this lawsuit. The actual lawsuit that is being brought against Grubhub by the District of Columbia is accusing them of charged hidden fees and used bait and switch advertising tactics, which are illegal. So these delivery services seem like a great idea. I can get anything I want from whenever I want it. And as a consumer, you go, whoa, I click on Grubhub, I get my food, it's great. Yes, it costs me money, but I can get an unlimited delivery thing, or I can pay extra to have free pickups. And these types of things seem like a good idea. And you would think that as a restaurateur, you would want to have more and more people accessing your food. The problem with these delivery services in this way is that they forgot who they are actually here to serve. They are actually here to serve the consumer, the person eating the food, as well as the restaurant. But these large companies forget that, and they actually only end up serving themselves. Why do I say that? Well, one of the things that is being thrown against Grubhub is that they've actually been doing business with over 1,000 restaurants that never agreed to work with Grubhub. So what Grubhub does, in much the way as Yelp would actually take over a business for its reviews in a sense, is they would unknowingly to the restaurant owner be placing orders through their app to the restaurant, picking it up by Joe Blow going and delivering it to the person that ordered the food. And the restaurateur never knew that these orders were not for the person that was picking it up. They didn't even know that their menus were on the Grubhub app. And in a lot of cases, they were old menus or outdated menus with items that they never even cooked or prepared anymore. And people are ordering these things. And then the customer gets upset because their food arrives wrong and they go, we don't know who you are. That's because Grubhub was doing it without the restaurant knowing. That is very deceptive to the restaurant and to the customer. So they're actually screwing over both parties. And then to top it all off, they are charging inflated prices on the menu that you look at online thinking that that is the restaurant's price for those goods. It's actually not. That was how they were getting around certain delivery charges and things like that, is actually charging you more for the orders. So again, let's look at this from a second here from a business perspective. You have a great idea, you want to implement it, and so you decide to rip off both sides of your business. One is the restaurant, two is the customer. It is not going to end well for you if your idea does not serve both of these people. Grubhub didn't actually know what their purpose as a business really is. The purpose of Grubhub is to help people find new restaurants by bringing food to them, making the restaurateur very happy that new customers are coming in and getting food, and making the customers happy that they don't have to leave their house and that they can actually have food brought to them from places that they've never heard of. It sounds really good, but when you run your business poorly and forget about the fact that your job is to actually help these people make a relationship and all you're focusing on is the money, you rip people off and you upset people. Many of these lawsuits are coming against these third-party delivery apps. I hate using these third-party delivery apps. As a small business owner, I try and do all my business directly with that business. I refuse to order from a restaurant. There's even been times where I've wanted to order food from a restaurant and I realized it was through a third-party app and not the restaurant itself. And instead of ordering it online, I just went and I placed my order there and I waited for my food to be made. Or I called in, got my food, whatever it was. But I refuse to do business with these third-party apps because the third-party apps don't actually help anybody. They screw everybody over. So think about this from the perspective of your business. Who is my customer and what is it that I'm actually trying to do for them? What is my purpose to them? Grubhub's purpose is to make money and to have a return for their investors. That's all that they're trying to do. They aren't actually trying to help the restaurant. They aren't trying to help the customer. They've proven that. Now they're going to come out and they're going to fight these things and say that, oh, we don't do that stuff. And it's 100% true that they do because multiple states are taking action against them, but they forgot what the purpose of their business was. We talked about this a number of times with Yelp. Yelp was a great place for online reviews. Then they start having investors come in, they have stock, they have to turn a profit. So what do? They start upsetting people, and they started actually basically manipulating the reviews for businesses. They started having businesses be on their platform to receive reviews that never wanted to be on the platform. And once they're in there, they can't get out of there. This same type of thing is what's happening with Grubhub, with DoorDash, with these other food delivery services, is that they are ripping off the customers on both sides. And when that happens, you aren't going to be in business for very long doing it that way. So in your business, think about, what is it that I'm actually trying to do? Who am I actually trying to help? And make sure that your product is actually designed around helping those people out. So I'm gonna be keeping my eye on this. I know that many more delivery services are gonna be having things like this, but from a business perspective, it's really dumb to sit there and think that you're gonna be big and successful by ripping everybody off. And it's unfortunate because we tend to think that these people running these organizations are super smart because these organizations are worth billions of dollars, and somehow they are, and I still don't understand how that makes any sense considering they make no money. But that's a whole nother story that we've talked about several times. The point is that if you only focus on the money, you will lose sight of your actual goal of what it is that you started this to do. And I feel like they have lost their way, and it's going to take a huge reorganization for them to get that under wraps. When it comes to your own business, do not follow the money. Follow what it is that you're going to do to help your customers actually do better and enjoy your product and not just rip everybody off. So I hope you found this useful. If you did, please leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this whole take and what it is that's going on, and whether you think it's correct what Grubhub was doing, or whether you think that yes, what they were doing was bait and switch and they should be sued. Also, be sure you check out our channel sponsors, MetaPulse. Those are our friends. We love them over there. We use their services all the time. And if companies like Grubhub and other places actually were organized and kept track of statistics the way they're supposed to, they probably wouldn't find themselves in these types of situations. You can find all of the information about MetaPulse down below, and we'll see you next time.